Sie packen.
Hi everyone here on Tribun. It's been a week or so, and well, if you're new to this channel, welcome here. Watch it. We like to present our new game, our new board game, Tribun. It's kind of a strategy game. You try to hunt down the enemy leader of the army, and well, the game of today is called Tombstone. And on which side the cemetery is, and where we can find the tombstone, together we will find out. So we jump into the board view.
I play the moves.
Yep.
With an unconventional beginning.
Yeah. Because often it happens that get locked in at this corner here, and hence I was walking to the side, so it cannot happen to me.
And so usually I would go here, go in the middle, but I thought, well, you're doing stupid stuff in the opening. So let me punish that.
I don't know if this is stupid. It's new.
Yeah, that was very creative. So you could take, and that would be losing probably. But I foresaw that you wouldn't do that, and now I'm very
And why would it lose? Can we tell the audience? Maybe?
I played back the move.
Yeah.
Let's play through this in our minds.
Yeah.
Enemy takes.
Take 3.
That's
now.
it.
Well, and now?
There's no now.
Right. So it's completely dumb, foolish.
We both overlooked that, and I was like, "Hey, man, we just completely messed up." But we figured we would still show this because it's kind of fun.
It's the beginning phase, and
I hope.
In many cases, I'm doing my preparation, building my army, combining, decombining, preparing all that stuff, and I did not expect you to do such foolish things. And then the move was made, and well, yeah, okay.
So, anyways, you have maybe in the future plans of going here or here. Right now, this one is a little bit stuck. Or you build a ballista and go here.
Plans for the future, maybe. Or combining out of the way. But you have a lot of equity right now. Four horses staring down at my position. So, well, my Tribune is getting uncomfortable.
See, what I liked in this position is that this hexagon is quite solid for the Tribune, but this is not, I thought. And I still think in the opening you can go here.
One step.
But you should either go one step or you should go to this side. Completely over. And then maybe build a little fort so that you cannot be killed.
Well, most of parts of my army had to follow. If the Tribune slides to the side, then he would be butt naked. So everyone has to follow up, and this needs time. As you mentioned in the beginning, I lost already 2 moves by just stepping aside.
Yeah. In the early beginnings, I even tried this, but it is very hard to do.
And now the first attack on my Tribune, and it's.
And the plan is quite simple. If you do this, well, I have backup.
Yeah.
So. And I got very aggressive here. You could take me, but it seems very problematic.
A lot of bricks in my wall seem to be very loose. And you step ever closer.
Yeah, but I knew that was kind of dumb, but or at least kind of dumb looking, but I still did it, obviously.
Nice chain.
And so I tried everything to just get you to make a mistake.
A lot of pressure, indeed.
Yeah. See, the more pressure you have, the more, the easier it gets to mess up as the opponent.
So this step here is not really threatening. Okay, it's threatening here, backwards, but not to the front line because this one is very solid and there are no other fields. Yeah, and this. But hey, you can attack me quite easily and then this defender is gone and, well, now, this is interesting. Now I'm attacking you again and still protecting.
And see, that's instructive. Let's go back 2 steps.
Yeah, go back one step.
So 2 steps means 4 moves.
For every party.
So here's my Equus, here's my Hestatus. Let's go forward. Now the Equus has moved here and the Hestatus has moved here.
This could have been accomplished in 2 moves either by just moving the Equus here and following with the Hestatus here.
And so I did that because I thought that this is quite nice. And this is only defended by these 2 pieces. And so in the future, I could maybe try to take here and then take here because I'm defended. So that's the plan.
And this one here is still completely softened up. It's just protected by the Tribune, and that's not a good choice.
I'm attacked. I have to do something. You're attacking me.
Oh, it's a fork.
Right.
And a fork and an attack here, but now comes.
Yeah, I remember. I miscalculated. I missed here that this one is defending backwards. Otherwise...
And I can take, and I'm keeping my position because I'm attacking an Equus. An Equus is too strong, so you just lose material, and I stay on the spot put.
Because in this position, I thought I'd go here, you take, because, well, you might as well. Then I go here, and I'm defended twice. But I'm attacked three times.
Yeah.
And I overlooked this one.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't be for him, this would have worked. But, you know...
Hey, this was his job. He's on my payroll.
Yeah, see, even
this is possible. Yeah.
But hey. And so I went out of the way. I was attacked.
And I was up 3 points of material and 2 more. Now I'm up 5 points of material and quite solid. Still. I just could have taken. I don't know. This is ridiculous. This was, I would say, the worst move I made in this game, and it was the final blunder. Because now you have everything.
Yes, and that's the problem. That if this even would move, then I would have this, and this.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to play for. And see, this one is just defended by this one, and I could even take here, as I would become an Equus, and I would kill the enemy.
Okay, this is some advanced stuff. If you are used to Tribun, you know what we mean. Virtually defended. If you change by re-attacking or by defending a unit of the enemy into something that still threatens your Tribune, then you cannot defend this way because you die anyways. And this is, wow, yeah.
This is just a
I'm
sequence.
I'm clenching my teeth just not to die.
These sequences are kind of easy. You can rewatch, but it's basically me attacking him and he's blocking.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
There's
taking
a
back the
taking
move
back one
by
move.
accident. So I took that.
You moved here and I took there, but the attack is still so strong.
Yeah, I was a little unhappy with this, but I still thought that I maybe had something.
And this was interesting. Just lashing out, killing the Equus here and returning to my spot where I'm quite well defended. But you can't surround me, circumvent the situation from coming from the flanks.
And you know, I really like this move for me. So when you're in this position, you're suffocating yourself right now. And so for the newer audience, you need to look out for things that can put you in danger. And right now, you have only one movement field. And say that's gone, then I would have to attack you.
And it's almost gone. Just stepping
Yeah.
here, and it's cut away.
And see, there is a possibility that I could somehow attack you then, and you would instantly die.
By the way, every time you see all these pieces jump up, changing the images and falling down again is when we push the repair button because, well, when we are going forth and backwards, and then sometimes we have to repair the board just to get the right game. That was a nice move, but you could block very easily. And now what?
I could defend here, and this one is defending like this.
Yeah.
Very clutch. 100% blunder. So don't make any mistake.
Yeah, but you are solid. Here is no way because you have an Aquis on the same color complex as my ballista. So due to this, I have no real attack lines because everywhere you can hunt me.
But now, that's very important. This one moved here. So this is a concept called continuity. He's not defending here anymore. Only this one is. And so what I did is, oh my goodness, move.
Not right now.
No, yeah, I won. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, maybe I
And you
did this
take.
afterwards.
Yeah, you take. And then I took Impero. Impero is a special rule inside Tribun. You captivate your adversary's unit. So you have the unit itself and your own unit, and you can decide what to do. This way, the Hestetus was attacking the Tribune, and he had to combine out of the way. Unfortunately, this is quite a powerful unit for escaping purposes, so the attack will rage on.
So I think this is the final problem. See, this one isn't defending anymore. This one did, but he also moved. And so now, before I couldn't step here, I thought a little bit about that, but you were attacking this twice. And I had, I was a little bit frightened that you would trade my ballista. So now I can do this. And the problem is that you have to either bring me down or secure a win here, so that you cannot be attacked.
Yeah, but
That's quite hard.
let's say
Oh,
it could
sorry.
have been. Take back,
Sorry.
please. Yes, let's say I have to admit I completely underestimated the power of your attack. I thought to myself, well, if you split up, you need at least a double attack on me. You need this Magnus Angor, but it's not true. You can attack me from, I don't know, from here and here. They are. I'm I'm
Yeah,
still.
and if I
I-
and you open this space up.
This is a problem. Yes. At the moment, there is no real problem because all the fields are blocked and you need this double attack. And so I'm not
Excuse me
threatened, I
for a
thought.
second.
Okay. So I wasn't threatened, but by combining, as we saw, I'm pressing one step forward. So what I did is I completely let go these fields here. And this was the final blunder of the game because now you will see there is a very fine move you can do to take care of these fields that just opened up to as escape purposes. I needed some escape room and I wanted to attack you, so I thought this is a good idea, but it was the worst idea in the universe. Please, Max. Well, you see, this spot here is free. It's not protected anymore, so there doesn't need to be a double attack. A single attack from a not defended spot is enough. And here is the worst, the worst part. I cannot escape. So, well, I cannot escape. I'm attacked.
By
It's
the
over.
way, fun thing, if I put these away and move this one forward, then that's still next.
Yeah, yeah. Crazy stuff. This is Tribun. I have really to practice a lot more. This should not happen. I was up material to the roof. Yeah, and if I let's repair the board and take maybe one step back and another step back. It's just underestimation. If I would have taken this, so what could you have done? Here you see a lot of room and you cannot defend all these possibilities. I will be gone. I will vanish from your side, and then with almost double material, I will bring you down.
Yeah, so let's go to the goodbye screen.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
we hope that you liked this video. If you did, then like, share, and subscribe. We have all the files to play in the description. And have a good day, have a great time, and see you soon.
on Tribun.